Well, we've had a heck of a season on Red Arrow this year. We logged a lot of miles, I think about 25,000 on the old Ram. And we've also punched a lot of tags across this great country of ours. First Red Arrow of the season.
Hit town like a freight train running, staring at us like deer in the headlights. Never thought you had
And if you had noticed the telltale adrenaline handshake.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we've been, leave a trail of ashes and a trail of sin. Pack up the gear, let's hit the road. We got a long way to go now. Up in the smoke, down in
That is a stud 8-pointer, baby. Me and Josh saw him. I called. We saw him. We saw him and I called him in. I'm so shook up.
low down. It's a
I could talk blood immediately.
ride up, we can go all night now. Come on, y'all, ain't no joke. Watch the world go up in smoke. My little gal in a skin-tight britches. Get up and get down to the front row.
I'm not slinging them over my shoulder, I'm keeping my distance.
He won't get hurt by what he don't know. He don't know, I know, and you know. I got some plans for you, baby. Everywhere we go, everywhere we've been, leave a trail of ashes and a trail of sin. Pack up the gear, let's hit the road.
Just kill your first
Well, now we're down to the final 2 trips of this hunting season. First off, we're heading out to the 5-star amazing duck hunting palace that is the Stan Jones Mallard Lodge.
I think you guys are winning. Is that what fun sounds like? It sounds like fun. Y'all ready to crack them balls, man?
Then I'm heading up to Alberta, Canada with Northern Edge Outfitting to try to get my first ever black bear with a bow and arrow.
We don't even need to do a recovery. Usually this is a part when a bow hunter's like, yeah, man, I think I smoked him. I think I smoked him. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I can see him right there at about 23 yards. Bear hunting, son.
When deer season goes out, we're definitely looking forward to a little bit of a break from the road and starting to think about turkey season. But there's one late season trip that we don't ever like to miss. It's actually January 1st, and we're heading down the road to Arkansas here, about a 12-hour drive, going to the Stan Jones Mallard Lodge. Going to see old Stan, man. It's always nice to take a little vacation from bow hunting and bust a few ducks with a shotgun. You know, it's always good to get back to the Stan Jones Mallard Lodge, whether you're there for the world-class duck hunting 5-star resort lodging or the best food that you're ever gonna eat prepared by Chef Jay. You know, I think we've been going out there about 3 or 4 years now, and every year has been a ball. We got to take my granddad who passed away this year. Last year, it got pretty bad. It was an ice storm, which actually let us stay in the lodge a little bit more and hang out with granddad and my family a little bit. Well, this year we get there and it's supposed to be just torrential downpours.
Welcome to Arkansas.
Which is fine. You can still duck hunt in the rain, but our cameras were just getting trashed, so we had to call it quits on a couple days just to save the cameras.
We're here in Arkansas. It's the first morning. Stan Jones Mallard Lodge. And like usual, we could have probably shot a limit already, but we're waiting on camera light to get real good, you know.
You know, we got to see our good friend Dow and all his buddies from Tyson Chicken.
I'm here with my homeboys from Tyson's Chicken. If y'all aren't eating a whole pile of chicken, you should be. We're gonna try to pile up some duck meat here in a second. Look right here, look right here. Let me kill that greenhead.
Yeah, we got the camera out now. Y'all need to do a little bit slower. I wasn't even out the blind yet.
You got the wrong crew. Yeah.
Look at that, Josh. Look, look, look. Kill it. Here up front. You got him, Josh? Kill him. Kill him.
was in the wheelhouse right there, Stan. Man, it's a pile of ducks out here, though. Y'all been seeing them like this lately? About every day. Must be nice. All right, when he gets up, we're gonna pop him, all right?
Well, finally, on the last day, we did get a little glimmer of sunshine, and we actually got some pretty decent footage. Well, finally, on the last day, we did get a little glimmer of sunshine, and we actually got some pretty decent footage. Well, Stan introduced me to a friend of his, a young man that was an excellent duck caller. But you know, I always like to pass down my knowledge as a professional duck hunter to these younger kids. So I put on a little bit of a calling clinic for him. You know, the ducks were working all right this morning. It was kind of rainy, but I figured I'd break my calls out, tune them up a little bit, see if we couldn't get them a little closer, you know, for tomorrow's hunt. So I'm gonna basically just take y'all through a few calls that I would do, you know, both out here in the field, like what we call meat calls in the industry, and then and also some competition calling. So here we go. Dude, I told you, whenever I take it off my mouth, you gotta stop.
Oh, sorry.
Let's do it again.
Sorry.
Take two. Amateurs. Well, now we're switching gears and we're heading up to Alberta, Canada. But first, we got a couple days, and the Antler King guys are gonna swing by my property.
We got my buddy Mike Lindell here that has driven all the way from Wisconsin to Virginia.
What I'm basically wanting to go over with the Antler King guys is how can we take this small piece of property here in Virginia and maximize its potential.
we kind of talked about where you're going to hunt it, how you're going to hunt it.
Yep.
And that's going to determine how we lay it out. Like a red zone and a trophy clover are going to be high protein mixes.
Right.
So spring, summer, fall.
Yep.
Early season hunting. But at the same time, they're going to eat that food in velvet for the most part.
Yeah.
So we can have those a little closer to the house. And typically, you're probably going to hunt it in the back half to third.
Yeah.
So we're going to put our
Yep.
our hunt plots, our lights out, honey hole, slam dunk.
Yeah.
But that stuff's going to be further down the field, so you and your daughters can hunt over it.
So you want to kind of time that out and,
Yep.
and get some more of this back there. Well, after not too much raking and a little bit of false advertising, being that you called the product No Sweat, but I'm a sweaty kid anyway, so it's really not false advertising. I think it's more of the concept, people, so don't judge it too harshly. You are going to sweat just a little bit. You got a little mineral site down here in the low grounds. It actually was pretty easy with a couple simple products.
Get a
from
$15
Antler
bag
King.
of seed, a rake,
Yeah,
a pair of gloves, and an hour.
boom.
We're gonna shift gears a little bit now, and we're gonna head into the wild woods of Canada, Alberta in particular, to go after a big game species that I have not killed as of yet. The camp is supposed to be right up here, and we're fixing to go meet Colin, and he's gonna show us kind of where we're hunting and stuff. We're not gonna get in the tree stand today, but tomorrow morning we'll be bear hunting, baby. How's it going, man? I'm Kip.
I'm Daniel.
Good to
Nice
meet you.
you.
Guy behind the camera is my dad. So he'll meet you in a second when he's done filming. Well, somehow we overlooked the fact that my production manager, Josh, had to be in a wedding during that same week that we were going bear hunting. I just called up my dad and said, hey man, I'm gonna give you a crash course in running the camera. You wanna come on a bear hunt? And he didn't even hesitate, man. He said, absolutely. I don't expect world-class footage. I'm gonna show you the basics of the camera. I just need you to get this bear when the arrow blows through him, and I'll do all the rest. This was gonna be like a vacation. I mean, it was the perfect time of year. The weather was nice and cool. We were gonna be staying in wall tents, had a little stove. I mean, Colin really, as far as like a wall tent camp, he's got it hooked up, man.
So what y'all think of bear camp so far? Been here about 5 minutes and there's bears flopping everywhere.
I like it. My first big time in here.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
What do you think, sir?
It's my third year, and I'm come back every time he'll have me.
That's the Red Arrow Assassin right there.
There it is.
He beat me to the punch on this hunt.
Well, I was here and you weren't. That's the only reason.
Well, it's bear camp, day one. We're out in the tree stand early today. We came out, we left about 2 o'clock to get out here pretty early. We got some trail cameras out here, had a little bear come through this morning while we were still back at camp, and then had a big bear come in here last night at about 9 o'clock. So hopefully he messes up and does it again. That'll be good. But we're excited, man. We're up here in Canada. All that we've seen so far is one coyote and a few squirrels, but it's the first day of the hunt, so we'll see how it goes.
So we climbed up in the stand that evening, and I set out cameras everywhere, man. And there was just an electricity in the air. You just felt like, man, we're in bear country. We're back here miles from anybody. The hair stand up on your arms, the adrenaline's up to your neck, and just kind of taking it all in. And Dad said, big old bear coming. This bear came in from like 200 yards away, which up there, usually line of sight is so thick you don't see them until they're right on top of you. Well, the bear comes in and I was about to shoot it, and then it lays down. That bear must have laid down for what seemed like hours, but it was probably like 30 minutes. Well, finally the bear gets back on his feet. I checked with Dad, made sure all my Tacticams were running.
All right, I'm gonna kill him right there. You on him?
Me and Dad both went into full celebration mode. Dad filmed that arrow blowing through that bear, and he just went to high-fiving me. Totally just left the camera sitting there.
Smoked him, baby. That's a big bear. Nice. I didn't realize how big he was until he stood up. Nice job, Dad.
I sent this rage through this bear, and I have never seen blood like this.
He literally, I mean, he might have taken 3 steps before he bled completely out. I've never seen anything like that. That was my first black bear. We're out here in Alberta with North Edge Outfitting. Oh, thank you, Lord. That was awesome, man. I'm about like shook. I thought I was gonna have a full-blown heart attack when that thing came in. My man Colin is coming on a 4-wheeler. I can hear him.
Colin and the guys showed up, man, and helped us recover the bear, got it loaded up on the 4-wheeler.
That freaking thing is covered. So as old Nugent said, where have we seen this before? I've never seen it before after going through a bear.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, dog, is it a good bear?
Yes,
I don't know nothing about it.
Good stuff.
Heck yeah, man. Appreciate you guys, brother. Set him up so y'all can see him a little bit better, but that's my very first black bear, believe it or not. I mean, you look at the head on that thing.
For your first bear, this is tremendous.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure.
I thought so. I felt it when I was in the tree stand. When my heart was about to beat out of my hunter safety system, I know. Look at those choppers, man. I wouldn't want that thing to get a hold of me, I know that. Powerful. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful. Well, brother, I'll tell you what, man. I'm a bear hunter for life now. That was fun, man. That was a lot of fun. Yes, sir. I wasted a lot of time trying to fool around and figure out bear hunting on my own. I came up here and shot one with y'all in the first couple of hours.
Man, we had a great time on this hunt and this whole season. It's just been phenomenal. And to end the season with my dad up in Alberta on that bear hunt, taking my first bear ever, was just amazing. Big thanks to my buddy Jason Metzinger. He knows how to get it done, and he definitely recommended a great spot. And I'm really looking forward to this next coming season because we've already actually laid down some great footage. The Antler King food plots are coming in perfect. And this year, I'm gonna get to come home to a smoking hunting spot. I don't know, you can end it however you want to.